Hello friends, welcome to today's daily devotion. We are reading from 2 Samuel chapter 5 and reading the first 5 verses. Hear now these words. All the tribes of Israel came to David at Hebron and said, "We are your own flesh and blood. In the past, when Saul was king over us, you were the one who led Israel on their military campaigns, and the Lord said to you, 'You will be my shepherd over my people Israel, and you will become their ruler.'" When all the elders of Israel had come to King David at Hebron, the king made a covenant with them at Hebron before the Lord, and they anointed David king over Israel. David was 30 years old when he became king, and he reigned for 40 years. In Hebron he reigned over Judah 7 years and 6 months, and in Jerusalem he reigned over all Israel and Judah 33 years. This is almost what we'd think to be the climax of the story, the end of the whole saga of David. He gets to be king and live happily ever after. Well, that would be the truth if this were a fairy tale, but it's not a fairy tale. This is Scripture, and Scripture has stories that tell us things that are much more real than fairy tales. David indeed did overcome to reach this point where he is now declared king by all 12 of the tribes of Israel. But this is not the end of his story, because he still has more things to overcome, and this week we will look at what those things are. You and I, we can easily get ourselves caught up in thinking, I've arrived, I've made it, I'm able to relax now and enjoy myself. Well, we can have moments of relaxation, but we still need to keep striving and keep working, because to do otherwise is to fail to truly be everything that God has created us to be. So we too need to continue to strive and work to overcome even when we've made a success, because there's something else that we can do. We never stop growing. We never stop learning. We should never stop serving and helping others. Are you up to the challenge? I hope so, and I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.